Hello and welcome to this impromptu staging contract training. I am Brittany, owner of Blissful Design Studio. I have officially been staging homes since 2014, but I even started staging before that in 2012 when my husband and I flipped our first home. So these are 5 things in our contract that I think are super important for you to have in yours, or at least a variation of it. I feel like it will save you so much time and so many headaches down the road, things that I wish that we could have avoided had we had these in our contract to start. So let's get started. All right, number 1, biggest thing in your contract that you need to have is how you're going to be paid and when payment is due. Everyone does things a little bit differently. I know there are a lot of stagers that require full payment up front. We do not. We do require that payment is made before staging. We just require that there be a deposit made when you're booking the date of your stage. So we send you the proposal, you accept it. In order to book the date of your stage, you are required to make a deposit. That deposit is forfeited if you change or cancel your stage without 24 hours notice. It's also forfeited if we arrive to the home and the home is not stage ready. Stage ready homes are really important. If you get to a home and you can't stage because there's construction debris on the floor, or countertops aren't cleared, or floors aren't clean, you lose a whole day because you can't really stage around those things. And so pretty much you've got to come back anyway. So some of the other things that we require a home to be stage ready is the electricity needs to be on, AC and heat need to be working and functioning, and that the water needs to be running. Hello, toilets. They don't work without running water. And I will tell you that staging a home in the summer without AC is literally the worst experience. It's like staging inside of like an oven. So those are things that we require now, and it's so much better. Number 2, and this kind of goes a little bit along with it, we live in a hot climate. And so we require that our homes be set at 85 degrees at the warmest throughout the entire stage. And that's because we've walked into homes that have gone under contract and they turn the AC off to save money, but they keep the home staged. So we walked into melted candles, cracked wood furniture, things of that nature. I feel like if you live in a cold climate, you can easily adjust this to be that the home has to be kept at a minimum temperature so that pipes don't burst and you don't experience water damage or whatever that may be. So kind of adjust that how it fits to where you are, but AC is paramount to where we are. The third thing that's in our contract that I think is super important is the amount of notice they have to give you to remove the furniture from a home. We require 3 days notice. That just gives us hopefully enough time to squeeze them in our schedule for the week. Anything less than that, honestly, is inconvenient because you're shifting things around in order to accommodate them. Now, we've never had this happen, but just in case, we require that if a home closes and the furniture is still inside the home, that the new owner or their realtor or I guess it shouldn't be the buyer. Sorry, let me rephrase that. That the previous client hires a professional moving company to remove our items from the home and deliver it to our warehouse. This is just because once that home closes, we no longer A, have access to the home legally, and B, our contract is with previous owners or realtors. And so anything that might cause damage, like hitting a wall or scuffing a floor or whatever, we don't want to be responsible for that. Luckily, like I said, we've never had to deal with that, and hopefully we never do, but it's in our contract just in case, so we're covered. The fourth thing and this is probably the thing that is most important to me, is that we have full access to the home with no further permission required during the time that it's staged. This includes, we require that we have a lockbox code on file and a gate code on file as well. And let me just give you a quick story of why this is important to me. I had a client years ago, early in my business, that did not pay for his stage up front. So lesson learned there. And also after a month of non-payment, and reaching out, and then 2 months of non-payment, and the end of our staging contract, which was 60 days, we couldn't get into the home to remove the furniture. We asked for permission from the owner. He denied it. He removed the mechanical lockbox from the home. He removed the key, or had his realtor remove the key from the real estate box. And he also banned me and my company at the guard gate. So we weren't able to get into the community. We weren't able to access the home to remove our furniture, even though he hadn't paid for our services. So now that's in there and we're covered. And we've got language in there that just makes it so that we don't have to go back and ask to have access, that we can always go in and check on our furniture and remove for non-payment, etc. And then the fifth and final thing that we include in our contracts that are really important, especially because we only do vacant home staging, is that the home cannot be rented, occupied, and that the furniture cannot be used during staging. This is just because we've definitely had people who have wanted to stage a home and then maybe it doesn't sell, or maybe they don't understand what staging is and they think that they're just like setting it up as like a design service, but then they want to have people move into the home. So we don't allow that, obviously. And this also includes not being able to move the furniture around. So you can't use it, you can't move it, and your home can't be occupied during the time it's staged. I don't know if you guys have ever staged a home. It looks amazing. You did a great job with it. And then a few days later, you're looking at listing photos and you're like, I definitely didn't put that side table there. I definitely didn't style those accessories that way. Your name and your reputation are at stake, and you were hired for your expertise. So those items shouldn't be moved around. If they trust you as the professional, then how you believe that home should be set up is best. And also, it comes down to making sure that your furniture and your inventory aren't damaged by anyone other than you and your team. Because if someone else comes in and they're sliding chairs around and they crack a leg or whatever it may be, you shouldn't be responsible for that. So I hope that training was helpful for you guys. I would love to do more trainings. One of the ones I thought about doing is when to hire movers on staff. I feel like movers are both a blessing and a headache. I love my movers, but it's just, they're such an integral part to your business. And I feel like that would be a really great training. So I hope that you guys are interested in me doing more of these. And if you are, I'm going to make sure that you guys can submit your email addresses so I can put you guys on a list to be notified when those come out. I also host a retreat for home stagers and designers. We have one later this year, and I would love to tell you more about it. So if you want to be on that list for when all of the information is released, then I'll make sure that you get on there if you give me your email address as well. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much.